Well, folks, if you are watching this recording, you are watching the Tri-State Invitational 2014 at Castle Billiards in East Rutherford, New Jersey. I'm Upstate Al, and we got an exciting match coming up between these two players. Jay Chu, who's getting one on the wire from the young gun, 14-year-old Sam Hoffman, who happens to be ranked number 2 in the Nationals. We're about to get underway as soon as both players are ready. But before that, we'd like to thank our sponsors. Of course, AZ Billiards, azbilliards.com, the world's largest pool and billiards website. You can go over there and browse the website or elect to become a member. It's free to join. Aramis Balls and Simona's Cloth alongside the Tap League, Kings of Vapor, and of course that logo, Livestream News, that's on Facebook. You can look up the Livestream News group on Facebook. And this is a production between NYC Grind, spinning the gears here in the metro area and abroad alongside. It's a race to 6, and Jay Chu will get one on the wire from the young gun, Sam Hoffman.
We good out?
And they flipped for the break, and I believe Jay Chu, who happened to do a lot of commentating with Upstate when I was here at Castle Billiards the last time, recently got married. Congratulations to him. And we also want to say happy birthday to Scott Seminetti, whose birthday is today. So Jay Chu will set us off for the first break. Now, keep in mind, the 9 ball does not count when you rack your own. If your opponent racks for you, it does. One ball dresses up for the young gun. This is the first time I'm going to watch Sam, ranked number 2 in the Nationals. Hard shot to control with the bridge. But nevertheless, he does have a shot on the 2. Let's watch his position to the 3 ball. My first time watching him. I was introduced to him by one of the tournament directors, Todd Fleetman, who made me aware that Sam Hoffman is ranked number 2 in the Nationals. Also is a student. Todd Fleetman does give pool lessons at his home for many players. And you can get in touch with Todd. I believe it's tafpool@gmail.com if you would like to get lessons from Todd Fleetman. Perfect speed by Jay Chu right there to get that cue ball directly behind the 8. Sam had the idea. You know, he used the reverse English on the cue ball, but when you use that, you got to hit it with a little more speed. Don't give the English that much of a chance to take off the first rail and let it roll right into position for the kick to the 3. So you might have hit it a little too short or put too much English on it. Jay Chu is shaking his head. He's not happy with his position. You can't kind of blame him because he's on the rail. He's got to get back for the 6. Just bring it to the opposite side of the table and accept the long shot on the 6 as a shot here. Can't try to do too much, and this is the position you wind in. You wind up in when you try to do too much with the cue ball. He could have pocketed the 5 in the corner and just let the cue ball come back across the other side of the table, clearing the path of that 8 ball, and he would have had a shot on the 6. And the 7 was down at the other end of the table, so he would have had the angle to come back. But nevertheless, he's on the road, and he's got control of the table. Plays a speed shot. I believe he played it well. Young gun Sam might have a shot by spinning off the rail first just before the 6 ball. And he might be able to make it, unless he can see it. And he had a shot at it. Elects to play the 2-way or just play the safe from the opening gate. "14 years old, ranked number 2 in the Nationals." Got out of line there, big time. Back out with the Batman bridge. Jay Chu got a roll there. And let's take a look at this possible billiard into the 9. Doesn't look like it's on. You have to make your decision to play the 8 ball right into either one of the pockets at the lower end, any corner. Misses it going in, gets it coming out. You see the score is 1-0 in favor of Jay Chu. Sam has to give him one on the wire. And Sam comes up with a miss on the 8. I wonder if it's the cameras. Knowing that he's on the cameras being recorded and that this is going to be up on YouTube and social media, that's getting the best of him. You know, when you're young like that, Nice control. Very nice control by Jay. Jay Chu leads by 2. Race to 6. Well, folks, if you cannot follow live stream news group on Facebook, or you just elect not to use Facebook, and you do have a smartphone or a tablet or some device that you have your apps on, and you happen to have the Instagram app, you can follow live stream news on Instagram. You see the Sunburst logo there, the yellow logo with the live stream news in bold lettering in black. That's the logo you look for. It's live stream news on Instagram. And we're trying to keep that updated, besides many other ways and outlets that we can use to promote pool and billiards. Jay Chu set the break in game 3. The 1 ball goes towards the side pocket as the 5 ball fell into the corner. What a beautiful layout this is. You can actually cut this 1 ball into the side pocket, bring the cue ball straight up and down table for the 2. Talk about a thin cut. Got a roll and made the 3, feathered the 1, made the 3, and got perfect position back for the 1 to go to the 2 ball. You don't want to be too straight here. Ooh. Lost his stroke arm there on that 4 ball, it looks like. And Sam now, he's got to start coming with it. You know, the score is 2-0. This is a big game. No good. Jay Chu is going to wind up with a 1-stop shot. Just stop the rock. 8 ball in the opposite corner and 9 ball in the opposite corner from the 8. And an opportunity to go up 3-0. $3-0 in favor of Jay Chu in this match. We didn't see Sam Hoffman show up yet. He's had a couple opportunities and wound up missing a couple of crucial shots, giving Jay a chance to get back to the table. 4. Cue ball is going to find its way right through the open door. 3 and 7 are kind of funny. You got to get on the short side of the 3 to play the 3 into the corner pocket or carom. Sam's going to elect to play safe. Try to get Jay on 3. Good kick. Watch the cue. Okay. How did he get on the short side of the 3, huh? Nice shot. Jay Chu gives the 3 ball right back to the young gun. So both players making a couple errors back to back. Kind of softly hit that. He could have went up and down and played the 4 in the same corner. But he does still have a shot on the 4 into the bottom corner and get shape on the 5. Nice shot. Cross bank to 6. Watch the cue ball. Many times we saw it find an open door. This time it doesn't. Perfect shape on the 7. A little bit of right hand spin depending on the angle. Let it run with running English. Wind up with a good shot on the 8. Come down table after pocketing the 8 ball and have a great shot on the 9 to go up 4-0. Keep in mind, Jay did get 1 game on the wire. And there you have it, 4-0. Jay Chu over Sam Hoffman. Big shout out to NYC Grind, nycgrind.com, doing a lot of updates due to the weather conditions that we had here in Jersey. We the internet went down, so we are recording all these matches for all these players, and we will be uploading them. All right, so back to the young gun. Sam Hoffman and Jay Chu. Jay leading 4-0 in the race to 6. He did get one game spotted on the wire from the young gun. And it seems like Sam is not coming with it. I'm sure to be, ranked number 2 in the junior nationals is a big accomplishment for this young man. Any young man or lady. I mean, young man or girl. Well, I don't know, whatever you want to call them, female or male. Is it the video, the cameras, the lighting throwing Sam off his game? It's beyond me, or is this just an off day? He's allowed to have an off day like anybody else. Just like Jay shot that off speed. Spin the cue ball, try to hide him behind the 4. Sending the 3 into the rail and back out towards the 7. He's playing with inside stuff. He's going to try to hide him behind the 7. Wound up scratching right in the drink. Double Dave's in the house now. I'm sure he got a few extra hours winks. He did get Player of the Year award. He received a beautiful case provided by Ozone Billiards, along with a cue pod, signature cue pod. Q-Pod, big sponsor here, jumping on board with the Tri-State also. Sam played that a little slow. He's lucky he didn't get married up behind the 8 ball. So a lot of sponsors jumping on board with the Tri-State. And I wish you could experience this, maybe next year. Go over to the Tri-State Tour website and find out more about the Tri-State. This year it's just been phenomenal. The players that showed up here is an array of talent from C players to A players. A lot of the A players I do know and the B players. Some of the C, D players I don't know, but I'm getting familiar with them because I really enjoy recording them and live streaming the amateurs as much as I do the pros. I mean, the pros are easier to call when you're a commentator, most of them. But I believe the amateurs need their airtime also. To get used to it, you know, knowing that they're being recorded, or at least live streamed across the world when they're up and running on live streaming. And get them kind of seasoned for their ventures ahead of time, because live streaming, I believe, is the platform that is taking off and helping pool quite a bit. Not only making people around the world familiar with what pool rooms you're coming from, and if they happen to be in the area that you're streaming from and they remember the pool rooms or jot it down or put it in their smart device, and they happen to be in, let's say, in New York or Jersey or wherever you might be streaming from, they have an idea of what kind of establishment it is and what kind of host you're dealing with and what kind of the class of player here in these different tours. We're going to have Devil Dave sit in for a couple of minutes, and then we'll take our break. Devil Dave, the infamous Devil Dave. I shouted out the family for the Ascalese family because they are so gracious to let me stay in the mansion when I'm here in town. So
that's all right. Anytime, buddy.
We're watching Jay Chu,
okay,
which is the gentleman that just shot.
Right.
This young man here coming up to the table, his name is Sam Hoffman. He's 14 years old, and he's ranked number 2 in the Nationals.
Yes. He's a pretty fine player, especially for his age. Matter of fact, do you know, my last big win at the Clifton tournament a while ago, this was the only kid that beat me in the whole tournament. I still won the tournament, but boy, he played good.
Well, he didn't show up here yet. It's 4-0. He had to give Jay 1 on the wire. They're only racing to 6.
All righty.
So I don't know if it's the video cameras recording him or...
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is, because he's a real fine player. Also
a student of Todd Fleetman.
Yes, yes.
And anybody that wants to get in touch with Todd Fleetman, it's tafpool@gmail.com is his email. tafpool@gmail.com. Todd Fleetman gives lessons right out of his home for pool players. In fact, Dan Citron happens to be one of his students, too, when he was younger.
Yes. Yeah, Todd was a super great player in his day. But just like all of us, he got involved with women and children. And got married like the rest of us.
In other words, he got involved in real life.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, we want to keep you up to date. We're going to be at Steinway August 2nd and 3rd for the Steinway Classic. I heard Allison Fisher, the Duchess of Doom, Karen Core, Shane Van Boning, Mike DeShane, Darren Appleton, Dennis Hatch. I heard Warren Kiemko, Jason Shore, Jeremy Sosi. Who knows? I heard there's going to be 60 pros there. Look at the one in the upper left-hand corner. He will be there. Mr. Earl Strickland.
Yes.
Back to the table. Jay Chu on the hill. Set to break in Game 6.
Okay. Oh, this is a race to 6. Must be loser's side? Or no? Okay, fine.
Race to 6.
He said he's on the hill. He's got 5.
Yeah, it's the race to 6. See here?
Yeah. Okay. I just woke up, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks.
The maid and the butlers just woke me up, and so please bear with me.
I'm glad you got a few extra hours.
Yes, I did.
You send the workhorse, Upstate Al, outdoors. So you go to work with the servants and let me relax a little bit.
Yeah. Had a little dip in the pool, a little full body massage. Had some fresh fruit, a little wine, and now I'm ready to watch a little pool.
Ball in hand for the young gun, Sam Hoffman. Show us something here, Sam, will you? Right now, he's just going to free stroke. You could tell by the way he just got down and hit that one ball, even though he had ball in hand.
Absolutely.
So it's either you open up the stroke and go for it, or you continue to shoot the way you've been shooting. And he comes back for the 3-8 combination. Hit it slowly now. Don't bounce the 3 too far and hit it too slow.
Make sure you hit it. Oh boy. All right. Yeah, he's got the TV jitters. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, that happens to all of us. And there is no way around that. The only way you get better playing in front of a camera is keep playing in front of a camera. There are no shortcuts. And if you don't keep playing in front of the camera, when you do get in front of the camera, you're going to do what everybody else does. Play very, very bad. It's called camera jitters. But once you get comfortable and your game gets in stroke, well, then that's when you start to play very
You know,
well.
this is so true, but, you know, when you're a young gun at 14 years old and you're losing 4-0, I think it not only gives you the jitters, but it starts to add the ingredients of the heat.
Yes,
and
exactly.
that's hard to overcome when you're that young, because
sure.
you haven't been in that position many times.
Right, exactly.
So taking nothing away from Sam, and besides that, he's allowed to have an off day.
Oh, sure.
You know, we all did.
Hey, I missed back in '73. I missed a ball.
It was probably the only ball you missed.
Yeah, so you see, it happens. Yeah.
Up until the present date. By the way, we want to congratulate Dave Ascalise, Double Dave, for Player of the Year. Also received a beautiful case.
Thank you, Al. Thank you so much.
What else? Numerous other prizes.
Yeah. You know, a subscription pool, Billiard Magazine, Kamui tips, free Kamui tips, all kinds of stuff. It was really nice of him. I wasn't expecting it, and it was really nice. It was a nice surprise.
And just to bring you up to date, you missed Dawn Hopkins.
Oh, no.
She was here. She got inducted into the virtual Tri-State Hall of Fame, which I recorded.
Yes, I
and
love
will be on
Dawn.
YouTube.
Dawn Hopkins is a dear friend of Devil
Along
Dave
with
for 30 years.
Tony Robles, Dan Citron, and the late George Ginky Sansushi would like to congratulate everybody. Irene Sansushi is probably going to accept the award or receive it from Tony.
Right.
And if you want to see that Hall of Fame induction, you can go to our YouTube channel, AZBT Vision, on YouTube. And that's where you'll find it. Just subscribe to AZBT Vision.
Yes.
And anytime we upload a video, you will get an email saying, hey, AZBT Vision just uploaded a new video. So here it is once again, the logo that you'll find on YouTube. When you take down the globals, you got AZBT Visions. Looks like an eyeball with the red, white, and blue eagle.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love that logo. Who did that logo, by the way?
I did.
Oh, wow. That is that is Channel 2 news material. Absolutely.
Channel 2 news material.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it looks like Young Gun is...
yeah, he's just about finished now. And
taking the heat. Did you order something to eat, by the way?
Yes, I did.
All right, well, Double Dave's going to step out before his food gets cold.
Thank you.
And we thank him for sitting in. Dave, thank you so much.
Thank you.
What? And Jay Chu is on the verge of shutting out the Young Gun. You have to get one game on the wire. And he does. It's 6-0. Sam Hoffman loses that. Unfortunately, the Young Gun has to lose it. But nevertheless, somebody does have to lose. Folks, we want to thank you so much for watching this co-production between NYC Grind and